siamare dianu John Sabuino.
There's a bit of history on this hunt. I happened to have a free week, about 10 days open up on my schedule. Grant responded and said, you know, just your luck, I actually have one. And then, you know, perhaps go to a different area, and in particular wanted to chase sunni and red duiker. This is the first hunt in Africa I've done that is 100% free range. Interestingly, we didn't shoot anything, spotting it from the vehicle. Spotting enough feeding.
Estou muito contente sobre dessas questões. Muito obrigado.
Just keep still, keep still, keep still, keep still. More exciting than it needed to be. In my mind, I wanted to shoot the first croc I saw over 14 feet, which I think Ryan probably thought I was a little bit ambitious even at 14 feet. From my perspective, it was really a tremendous experience. You know, this is the first hunt in Africa I've done that is in a 100% free range area.
Kufamba usiku loko jipele kashia kimuti makwero Ndrilele shisha kufamba usiku loko jipele kashia kimuti makwero Ntombi ya me utate kwa mani makwero Yo Maria ntombi ya me utate kwa mani makwero Shike wako konta mabara loko tupele utate kwa mani ngulwana Ndrilele shi wako konta mabara loko tupele utate kwa mani ngulwana
So we'll try and go and look for a sunni and red duiker in the morning, and then the afternoon plan would be try and find somewhere where there's a bit of bushbuck activity, and then either go in early the next morning depending on what the conditions are, or go in with the thermal and have a look.
Okay.
And see. We'll try and find somewhere closer to camp, obviously would be better, but we'll wait and see what tomorrow offers.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it.
For me, hunting is all about the experience and the new experience, and to be able to see all of this, you know, in these conditions is really spectacular.
You know, I hope today you'll.
I'm sure it'll be.
Yeah. I've sent 2 guys
Okay.
with you just to give you a hand.
Perfect.
The guy,
Who's coming today?
A big one.
Who is coming today? with
Felix
us?
and another youngster.
Okay.
Felix is
Felix
my
was
head.
okay, and he
He's
was
my
with us
head.
last night, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's my sort of head game warden.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
I've never seen someone wield a machete with as much skill as him.
Bom dia.
Good morning.
Como está? Está bom?
Tudo bem?
Você está falando português agora? Pouco. Very good.
Are you not joining us?
You didn't invite me.
We invited.
Thank you.
Did you sleep well, Ryan?
Very well.
It was a very good night's
well.
sleep,
How
actually.
did you sleep?
Very, very well.
That's good. I think we were tired from that drive yesterday.
You know, it happens.
Bom dia, boss. Bom dia, boss. Vamos lá.
Good morning. How are you? Sabbath is on the way coming.
Well, we have finished a couple of great hunts in Cahora Bassa and have now changed locations. About 12 hours drive on a combination of rough, we'll loosely call them highways, and dirt roads, but ended up being, about 700 kilometers?
Yeah, just over 700.
And about 12 hours. So now, Ryan, what are we doing now?
Okay, so given obviously we had success on a very good hippo and a very good crocodile, we're over here at Catapu now, and we are looking for red duiker, sunni, blue duiker, Oribi, bushbuck, chubby bushbuck,
A bush pig if we find
a
one.
bush pig.
Yeah.
We're going to definitely attempt for bush pig as well. And then if we have time, we're going to head over to another camp as well, another camp of ours. It's probably about a 3.5 hour drive for a hartebeest and a reedbuck. So hopefully we can get busy this morning. We have a very beautiful morning. We did a drive yesterday afternoon. It was quite quiet. A bit of a cold front came in a few days ago with some rain. And the game's not moving like how they used to. But with a nice hot day coming up today, they should start moving around and we should get some success.
Good.
I think you should chamber one, have it on safe. Okay. We'll go in, there's some red duiker and there's sunni. And we'll just do a slow walk around and just see what we can find. Yeah. In your slow power, just
It's all the way down.
and then just turn it up as and when you need to. Okay.
There is one there, it's male. I just want to see how long he is. Kevin, he's like an average one. He's not a giant, but he's big enough. I think take him. Just don't shoot him on the shoulder. There you go. Oh, he's nice. Okay. He's nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, this was quite a morning. The vegetation here in this fall time is a little bit thicker. They've had a lot of rain, and rain just a couple of days ago, and so they're a little bit harder to see than what would normally be the case. But this morning we parked and just went for a walk, and hoping to see a few things. Saw a giant nyala. Ryan almost had me convinced to shoot it, but we couldn't get up on it. And saw another couple of animals, and red duiker jumped out, and then all of a sudden this small sunni, I shouldn't say small, this rather large sunni presented itself right in a window between two bushes. It was pretty heavy and thick, but it just stood there. Ryan, what did you see when you looked at it?
So I saw it freeze, so that's why we froze. Yeah. And at first I thought he wasn't that big, and I just got you on the sticks and just said, be ready, let me have a good look. And then when he turned, he looked like a shooter, and he did very, very well. We had the footage rolling as well, which was awesome. Everything was just, it worked out so well. It's very difficult to get everything on these small critters, to get the cameraman behind it, to get the shot opportunity, and everything worked out very well. And he's an exceptional swimmer. So
yeah, and you'll be able to see some of this closer footage, but the horns on it are quite larger than average. I think, safe to say.
Definitely.
But he's certainly old, and you'll see the marks on the cuts on his ear. But he's a beautiful trophy. I couldn't be happier. So
congratulations!
Thanks again, Ryan.
Well done. Good shooting. There's a male, but it has tiny teeth. They've broken off.
It's hot.
Humidity on a different level. Muito bem, nós estamos a agradecer nós conseguimos de matar o sunni. Hoje é o primeiro dia. Está muito contente sobre essas questões. Muito obrigado.
just try and see if we can get close. Just come get set up. It's a male. I just haven't seen how big he is. It's probably gonna feed in. He's coming this way. He's beating this way. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. When he comes out into the open, just you can take him. He's gonna come through now. Are you good? Wait for him to be perfectly broadside. Okay. Wait. Okay. Just reload. Yeah, just stay still. He's down. Is he down? No, still just let's just give him a minute. Yeah, it's a good one, eh? I think I hit him a little further forward. Let's just give him a minute, he'll be fine. He hasn't moved in 20 seconds. I think he's done. Congratulations. Good shit. Oh, he's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, look at that cut. Oh, it's an old Dugger boy. It's an old Dugger boy. Yes. Now, moment of truth. Excellent. The solid worked. Congratulations, sir.
That's right.
Yeah. There you go.
That's right where we're supposed to be.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, look at how old he is, eh? He's got one nice long horn.
Oh, and a stub. I love it.
Stub.
And look at that cut ear.
Oh, you can't get better. Excellent.
Well, I'm not sure we can use the word Dugger-boy with some of these little ones, but he is certainly old and battle-worn. This was a fun little stalk. We have driven around for about an hour or so in an area that we hadn't been in yet today. And we decided that we had seen quite a bit of wildlife activity around this area. And so we parked the vehicle and decided to just take a little stalk. And I don't think we were, 100 meters from the vehicle.
No.
And Ryan spotted this guy probably 200 to 300 yards away. And we circled around a little watering hole and just stood there. And he could not have been more unaware of us. He just continued to walk towards us. And Ryan, what did you think when you saw him?
So obviously I saw balls first. And then he was at an angle that I couldn't see his horns. And then when he came around, I definitely saw the one horn and I could see that he was definitely a mature, big red duiker. And at that stage, I didn't actually know that he had a broken horn, which is pretty cool.
Which is really cool. Yeah. So yeah, he walked, to about 100 yards, and Ryan said, when he turns and gives you a broadside, take the shot. And he kind of faked turning a couple times, and then kept walking towards us, and then finally turned broadside. With this one, we did change over to the 375 solid because the 300 A-frame on the Sunni was a little more damaged than what we wanted. And so this one entered just right at his right shoulder and came out right in the chest on the other side. Really nice pass through. Shot exactly what we wanted and performed well. So I couldn't be happier. This is, the perfect red duiker from my perspective. So thanks again for a great stalking hunt.
Congratulations, Kevin. And he's got the ears to match your Sunni.
Yeah, and so he's got the character ear on how it was split there from some of those battles. So really, really thrilled with this one. Yeah. Thanks again.
Well done. We've seen a lot of bushbuck in this area, so we're just we don't have a lot of light, probably a 30-minute, 40-minute walk. We'll just go slowly through here. It's quite thick, so we'll just go slowly through it and come all the way around back onto the road near the river and hopefully bump into a decent bushbuck.
It's been a great day. We're out looking for a bushbuck, but unfortunately, haven't seen any on this side. Saw impala, nyala, and a few other things, but bushbuck have evaded us tonight, so we'll try again tomorrow.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, so?
We're going to go try to call in an Aribi, look for bushbuck, and if we see a monster nyala, Ryan told me to shoot it.
Então tabuka machipesiano pano tukwenda kusaka mpawala na ngumba na bwindi tena ndio kusaka hivi njata kusigiri kwa ngumba na kutwa na kusala ni bwinde kusala maji mpawala na ngumba kusala tena tabu tena tukwenda na pia chafuta tunataka saka nyama pepe ndawo mseketela kusikiri then hapo kusikiri na chat sajio muno nyama pepe ndipo maningi tunakwanisa kusikiri nyama ndio mazezi ndawo nde asante na chidefu na speciano bana ya gasa obrigado
Obrigado, thank you.
got better eyes than I do. Haya tiza. Shit. Ya hiyo. Ya nini yaona some mkazi yaenda so hiyo. So we saw a very good nyala boar. And when we were jumping off the truck, he spooked off. So we tracked him a bit. I mean, not far, maybe 300-400 meters. And unfortunately, he saw us before we saw him. But Kevin saw him first, but he was already running at the time. And it's so thick back there that it's just he'll probably see us way before we get a shot at him.
That monkey on the ground under that tree.
There was a ground hornbill, one of those big birds. That nyala looks big. Let's just wait 5 minutes, he might come out into the open.
What animal is that?
Bushbuck. Bushbuck. Nyala. We should maybe walk in here. It might be a bit noisy, but let's just go through here. Because now the wind is this way. Just try and go and see what the bushbuck are going to be in the thickets. So we have to also go in the thickets. That's a big impala. Big impala.
What's that, Brighton?
We call it Azagaya.
Asahaya. I borrowed it.
Oh, yeah. Kevin, we've come here to an area that we saw a lot of bushbuck activity, and we're just going to do a walk around and hopefully bump into them. And we've got a nice green light that we're going to use, and hopefully you can get a shot off at one. Great. Bushbuck. It's gone into the back there. There's definitely something that's on the, there's like 3 or 4 on the ground. I can't see the shape from here, but let's get closer. Brighton, bring the shooting sticks. Let me just try and work out which one's the biggest one. There's 3, they're almost the same size. Okay. The middle one is the biggest. Okay. I don't know if you want to hold up and we keep looking, or if you want to happy to take it. I'm okay to take it. Okay, let me get ready, just get ready. I'm gonna put the light on. Give me a second or 2, okay, just to confirm. Okay. Just hold up. Shit. Okay, don't worry. So thick you can barely see. So Sunni, a light at the one. Okay. And as soon as the light hits it, it'll be the one. As long as just make sure it's big. That's all you need to make sure. Okay, because there's a lot of piglets. They're moving again. They're going in this way.
You know, you'd catch your 5 bass, put them in the live well, haul them across the lake, no matter what time of the year it was, whether it was in the spawn, whether it was post-spawn. Those fish would never make it back to some of the spots, you know. So now you have this opportunity of filming, catch, film, release, and it's the future.
No, it is actually really great to see technology entering into some of these areas that
definitely,
you know, could have created a future problem.
Mm-hmm.
So today's the last morning. We've come out here to a river that we're going to walk along, Kevin. Hopefully find a bushbuck. We have been struggling for bushbuck. We saw a very good shooter yesterday, but he gave us a slip. Hopefully we can come right on a bushbuck today.
Small.
It was a long walk. Saw all sorts of animals. We were looking for bushbuck. Saw a couple of bushbuck ewes, a very immature bushbuck. But yeah, this is part of hunting. It can feel frustrating at times, but you know, just kind of enjoying the beauty, enjoying the rest of the wildlife that we saw was really fantastic. So it'd be nice to take a bit of a rest, cool off a bit, and get back after it.
That's touching 30. Just keep extremely still. The one at the back's even better, yeah. The back, if he stands, you should shoot him. He's big, okay? He's facing away. Just wait for him to turn and then shoot him. There you go. Ready? Just behind the shoulder, yeah. Okay. Oh, he's big. Oh, it's far back. Yeah, it's far back. Okay, so that is him. Just come with me. I'm 90% sure it's him. As soon as I see anything, I'll tell you. Go ahead. Your scope turned down. It sounds like him. You haven't seen him, but it sounds like him. When we come out, you might have to use my shoulder. If I manage to get the sticks out, or a branch or tree or something. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come with me. Come with me. Come. on him. He's gonna go down. He's gonna go down. Hit with another one. Just keep still, keep still, keep still, keep still. Keep still. Keep still. Don't move, don't move. Don't move. Yes, there's a big nyala. More exciting than it needed to be. Carefully put one more round because I'm at 3. Sorry, when I was saying don't move, I wasn't saying don't reload. I just threw it in. Obviously, Brighton was doing this. He was gonna see him and come straight this way. He's done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
My jungle.
Well, Ryan, when we started to see these nyala early in the week, I told you I'd shot a nyala in Limpopo, and if I recall, it was like 27 or something, 26 and a half. And you said, oh, the genetics here are so good that I think we can find something over 30. And I said, well, if you find something 30 or above, we'll take it. And we had seen several. We saw one early this morning that was quite long, but not nearly as big at the base, and was pretty narrow. And you said, hey, let's pass on that.
Yeah.
But this afternoon, as we were walking, primarily looking for bushbuck, we spotted a small herd of nyala. And why don't you talk about what you saw?
Yeah, so as we came around into, it's what would maybe a floodplain, you can call a floodplain. There was one big nyala, and I didn't get to see the whole, quickly. And then another big one came in front of him and stood there for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and just staring down. It was a complete stare down, and I told everyone just freeze. And eventually he had enough and jumped off, and the big one behind him followed. And we carried on going, looking for bushbuck, and we came around the bend, and this guy was standing there, and this was the first one that we saw. And I said to Kevin, listen, you're gonna pass this up. This is a good opportunity. Here's a big one. He's gonna be close to 30, and I'm almost certain he's gonna touch that line. And he's got everything, Kevin. He's got the big bases. He's got the big ivory tips on the end there. He's got everything.
Yeah.
So,
and when we first saw him, he was looking away, and I got on the sticks, and Ryan said, wait for him to turn. And he started to turn just right. I didn't think that he had completely turned. And so my shot placement was just behind the shoulder. And unfortunately, he had mostly turned away. And so he jumped, but he ran off. As we followed him in the binos, you could see that he was sick. And he sort of followed a few ewes a little bit. Fortunately, Felix and Brighton, the trackers, were on it. We found a spot where he stood and found blood, and so we knew we were on the right track. We followed him around, and we could hear him breathing heavily. And I think Felix was the one who said he's right there. And as we came around the corner, you could see around the bush, and he was actually lying down. And as soon as he saw us, he did jump up. He ran maybe 50, 100 yards and stopped. I was able to get a second shot in, pretty close to the same spot as the first one, which wasn't helpful. But it did seem to slow him down a little bit. Went another 50 yards or so, gave us just enough time, perfectly broadside, right in the shoulder, and he jumped. At first, that was 3 shots. My magazine holds 3 rounds. I hear Ryan say, "Don't move," and I'm like, "But I don't have a round in the chamber."
Just keep still, keep still, keep still, keep still, keep still. Stop, don't move, don't move.
So I'm very slowly, quietly trying to get around him because he actually started to run back towards us. And fortunately, he found some heavy trees and vines and sort of got tangled up in that and then rolled over and expired. So it was certainly a little more exciting than I'm sure you wanted, but I'm pretty well known for at least one animal in a hunt to be exciting. So I couldn't be happier. What a beautiful,
definitely, Kevin,
amazing nyala. Something that I'll cherish and always remember. Thanks so much, Ryan.
Kevin.
Thanks so much.
I will say my expectation was probably a little bit more sort of Limpopo bushveld, and so coming here and seeing how green and how tall and the canopy, above a lot of the animals was a bit of a surprise, but in some ways similar in terms of the spot and stock. Approach. We did, interestingly, we didn't shoot anything spotting it from the vehicle. It was always, once we were off the vehicle, walking through and then spotting the animals as we walked. So I think that was certainly a unexpected benefit. So we did get to spend a lot of time out walking in the forest, I guess. So from my perspective, it was really a tremendous experience and one that I'll definitely be back to Mozambique. There's still several species that I think are highly sought after here. So I don't know, Ryan, talk a little bit about, from your perspective as a PH, you see a lot of folks coming through here. And quality of these trophies, and just your overall experience and thoughts about hunting in Mozambique.
Been based on Cahora Bassa for the past 25 years. I've seen that lake at its greatest and when it's not so great. And the hunting for me on that lake it's so big. First of all, our concession stretches for we probably have 70 kilometers of water frontage, and that's just water frontage. So we've got a lot of area to cover, a lot of crocodiles. I mean, you go through so many crocodiles, you look at so many. So starting off the hunt, when I looked at what you wanted to shoot, it was a little bit tricky because of time-wise. And then I thought, well, we can do this. We can do this on the hunter's side. As a PH, the perspective of a PH on a hunter's side, I don't need you to shoot a target straight. I need you to shoot whatever you're shooting, whatever you're pursuing. And you did very well. The croc was exceptionally shot well. Everything went well. Yes. You didn't want to die, but it went well. Everything went well on that. And then the hippo, I mean, that takes a lot of patience, And those hippo in particular on Cahora Bassa, they see a lot of humans, but they're very, they just, they end up doing just nostrils. We called it the nostril maneuver. They just come up, nostrils, back down, nostrils, and it takes a lot of patience. and you, whatever position I put you in, you were happy. You found your way, and that has a pH side that, you know, that's all we want from our clients. It's just we deal with whatever cards we dealt with. It's on a rock. Sometimes we have the bipod. Sometimes we have the sandbags. Whatever, you know, it's something that you cannot predict because you put in a position that you have to shoot, and you did exceptionally well. The hippo was one shot straight down. That just what a pH asks for. We then decided to go 12 hours and on some back roads to get to another concession that we have, Catapu, and you know, you really wanted a red duiker and a sunni, and however we managed to get a nice red duiker, real old dugger boy, as we would say, and a very good sunni. And then we did try for some pigs. We almost had one last night. That was touch and go. It was very close. I probably should have just said, just as soon as you see something, shoot it. But anyway, it never worked out, and we've been looking for nyala as an option, and you said you'll shoot one that's really big, and we got one of those. So that was a very nice way to end the afternoon. I think everything went well. Everything was shot well. Kevin, you're an amazing shot.
I always leave a hunt with, you know, what did I learn?
Yeah.
Like what can I do to be better in future hunts? And I think the real important element, and sometimes you just have to learn this lesson over and over again, to really have to trust the pH. They're in this specific area, specific species over and over and over again. And when they say shoot it on the shoulder, and you're like, but it looks like a little quartered away. No, shoot it on the shoulder. And it makes for a little less excitement, perhaps. But I do think that there is this element. Really, a lot of credit to Ryan for coaching me through, and sorry for not making that last shot, but we made up for it. That fun excitement.
Definitely. Congratulations on a couple of amazing species, to be honest. I'm almost certain sunni and red duiker probably will never harvest another one again.
You know, extremely memorable experience.
Yeah. And just to add on to that, the man behind the camera.
Yes.
Definitely, you know, as a PH, it's always difficult having an extra team member. And when a cameraman sometimes gets in the way, but Nico did an exceptionally good job on this hunt. He was always there, but never in the way. And that, as from a PH side of it, I'm very grateful for that. So.
Yeah, I'm sure you were a little nervous when Grant told you he's bringing a cameraman.
Yeah,
we don't know him.
We always nervous about a cameraman because, you know, they're the guys that can can catch you in the act.
Yeah, but he's been a real trooper from, you know, getting an emergency, sitting in the passport office in South Africa, and setting the record for the quickest passport ever gotten to, you know, shoved in the back of a little extra cab truck for 12 hours on less than smooth roads. You know, to, you know, driving in the middle of the night, you know, when we were out looking for bush pig. So call him Mr. Versatility, I guess. So.
He just needs, you know, the little glass in Harry Potter that you shake and it tells you about your memory, whatever.
Exactly.
Because I mean, he's lost a knife. There's so much.
Yeah, there's so much there. I mean,
our cameraman failed to get his passport stamped. That one's on you.
I doubt that he'll ever go through immigration anywhere ever again without making sure his passport is stamped. But,
but it all adds to the humor around the hunt.
Right.
So
it was great fun. So
congratulations again, Kevin.
Thanks again, Ryan. It was really a privilege.